Whatever. Hey folks, welcome to Whatever. I'm Dragon Pat.
I'm Alex Jake.
And last night we got the privilege, and I'm going to call it just that, the privilege to see the Zack Snyders edition of
Justice
League. And I will tell you right now, that was by far the better version. Snyder did a phenomenal job. Granted, it was long, but it was worth it. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, again, warning right now, turn it off.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. Come back.
It's on HBO Max.
You can buy the DVD, I'm sure, somewhere. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Because if you like
the one that Justice League came out,
you'll love this one.
Yeah.
This one was even better. I love the way they did this.
Yeah. And
They took the things I didn't like out of Justice League and fixed it. And they added so much more.
Yeah.
I mean, they added Darkseid.
Yes, they brought forth the badass mean guy. The original was just mentioned his name once. This one is like every single time.
I mean, they put it where it belongs.
Darkseid.
They did a lot more explaining into it. They did a lot better job at creating a storyline that was just intense.
Yeah.
I love the way they gave us the origins, not even really the origins, but the reintroduction of the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a big fan of Cyborg, like I told you last night. Not my favorite character.
Not mine either.
But they even introduced Martian Manhunter.
Yes, Martian Manhunter is one of the founders of Justice League.
I mean, they did well. And yes, the general plot, still the same. You got the bad guys coming in.
Yeah, Steppenwolf trying to find 3 boxes to put them together to.
Yep, all that's still the same. Differences. Okay, number one, they take the Flash and treat him as a real superhero instead of putting him down as a wuss. I don't know how to fight. But yet they still kept the
kid. Ooh,
yeah,
let's do.
I need friends. I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
Stop right now. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. I didn't even tell you. I need friends.
I kind of need friends. I mean, that was great from the original, and they kept it. I'm glad they did.
And what's your superpower? I'm rich.
They kept that line. That's what Bruce had to say when he was questioned by the Flash. So what's your superpower?
I'm rich.
And that is definitely Bruce Wayne's superpower.
Yeah. He's rich. That fast guy, the rich guy, the annoying robot.
You had a lot more depth shown to every one of these characters. You see Aquaman. Instead of just the little scene at the village, you see him a little bit more often in this.
Yeah.
And you get to see him trying to help fight to save the box. And you definitely get the better setup for his own movie.
Yeah.
I mean, when you watch the first Justice League, I mean, you really didn't sense that they were setting up a sequel with Aquaman. This one, oh yes.
Yeah, you see.
I mean, you get the feeling that, he's decided it's time to go check this out.
Yeah.
So, you have the Flash, instead of being a little kid being told, just save one person. I mean, he automatically responds. And the involvement in the final battle.
Yeah.
A lot better battle. You have all of the characters being involved in the final battle instead of Superman coming in and basically one-manning it.
Yeah.
You had them all working together, and this darker-looking Superman and the possibility of
Him going.
whack job
Yeah.
is just it's in there,
Yeah.
and yet it gives you something to think about. It's it was I believe it was 4 hours long,
Yes, 4 hours long.
and I loved it. I thought it beat the shit out of the first one.
And he even explains why on Earth Darkseid wants to come to Earth
Yes.
in the first place.
It gives you that one extra step. Because remember, in the first one, we see the Darkseid brought the cubes with him.
Yeah. And
But there was no explanation of why he would be so fixated on one planet.
Yeah.
And that's because of the anti-life formula.
The greatest power in the...
And it was just... Again, they bring Soups back to life. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, the plot is exactly the same. It's just the backstory got improved so much better. So much better.
And he even explains how on Earth Superman knew exactly where they were.
Because he didn't.
Nope.
He was shown.
Yeah.
I mean, the steps in this thing, they gave... Zack Snyder did a better job doing the backstory and the fill for the plot than it was done in the first one. Now, if you liked the first one, do I think you'll love the second one? Almost definitely.
Yeah.
As a fan of DC, you'll love the second one better. Because they made the characters a lot more alive. I mean, I love the new Flash. He's a young kid, and he needs that youngness, that youth. I mean, Bruce is the old man. He's jaded. Soups has already been around for a bit. So you need that youth and that enthusiasm that you get from him. Aquaman he rocked. He really did a great job. They brought all of it better. You got even Cyborg, who is not my favorite character. He's never been my favorite. Really came out good in this.
He went from being a robot that hates his dad to, hey.
I mean, the improved backstory and the improved lines in there where his father actually helps him, and his father works to try to make sure they can find the cube.
Yeah.
I mean, sacrifices himself so his son can do his job. This is great. It took a good show and made it 100 times better. It made it heroic.
Yeah.
That's what it did. Is it reapplied the idea of heroes to each of these people and to regular people. Cyborg's father was a hero. That, and let's face it, the ending scene where Luthor has escaped.
And then they bring forth
Deadshot.
Slade.
Was it Slade or was it Deadshot?
Not Deadshot, because Deadshot's in prison still. Slade is the only one that carries two swords on his back.
Okay.
Everywhere.
They brought him out, and definitely, again, set up for another show.
Yeah.
This is the way you want it. It leaves you. Yeah.
And it kind of explains why Batman keeps having that same dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
The dream he had from the original Batman versus Superman
Mm-hmm.
carries over, and you start seeing why it could be.
Yeah.
And he's been told now the key.
Yeah.
The key is to keep Lois Lane alive.
Yeah.
Because Superman is going to actually make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Superman's could go all Darth Vader if his girlfriend goes bad, disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just okay. I'll give the preface. I am more of a Marvel fan than a DC fan, but I will tell you this much: this one here,
Mm-hmm.
definitely on par
Yeah.
with the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
The original one,
That's
nah,
just Super Friends.
that was Super Friends. It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a blockbuster.
No.
It was not a television show or a movie show on par with the Avengers. Any of the Avengers.
Nope.
I mean, even Age of Ultron, which I thought was I mean, it's up there with
Yeah.
there, and I think actually, if I were going to give it, I would say I would watch this definitely before I would watch Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Age of Ultron is okay. Yeah, I'd definitely put it up there in the category of the others.
Yeah.
Great show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen it, do go buy it,
Mm-hmm.
watch it. Make sure you got 4 hours because you don't want to do part one day and part the next.
Well, they did have the part 1, part 2, part 3,
Yep.
part 4.
Which I liked.
Mm-hmm. Because you can end up pausing it there and...
Go get your snacks, come back, reload.
Mhm.
But hey, you don't want to. You still want to do it one night.
Yeah. It'd make more sense.
Well, that. Why put off?
Yeah. Why put off the rest when you do it in that one night?
Put it all in one night and enjoy the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That has been whatever for tonight. We have talked about Zack Snyder's copy. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, go